okay? I got a few basketball
questions. Go ahead.
Number one, you got LeBron.
Right.
I assume the job is not finished. What will define success for you this year with LeBron and the crew you have?
Well, I think first just, having a great regular season and making the playoffs.
Okay.
And then, Rob and I actually built this team really for the playoffs. This is a playoff team, and I think that when we get to the playoff, I really feel we're going to be tough to beat.
You say getting to the playoffs is enough. Now, see, to me, I got y'all going to the conference finals. I think Houston obviously is going to take a step back, and I think LeBron can beat anybody else other than Golden State. But Max has been focused on Lonzo. To me, I'm paying attention to the Lance Stevenson, Rondo, Brandon Ingram, those guys around LeBron, because I'm thinking, okay, what do they need to do? So who's the one player you would say, since you don't have that secondary star per se yet that's official,
right,
who's the one player that you would say is most important to elevate in this franchise? Because we know what LeBron's going to do.
Right.
Who's that second person?
It's got to be Brandon Ingram, because every year he's taken a step forward, right? He's gotten better and better. And he has the game to score 20 points a night. And we've seen signs of that. So if Brandon can take the step that we all feel he can take, I think that that would make us a dangerous team.
Well, Magic, that's why I feel Lonzo is key, because we see where Brandon Ingram's trending, right? Kuzma, he never got any better. Kuzma's a nice player already.
Right.
LeBron, we know Rondo in the playoffs. Lonzo, to me, if you think about him like a star player, this Lakers team is impossible. But if you think about Lonzo as just a kind of replacement level NBA player, that makes the whole perception of the team different.
Right.
What is, other than the shot, which he's got to fix, what else does Lonzo have to do to become the guy that the Lakers need him to be for you guys to be this juggernaut?
Well, he has to learn how to attack the paint and get his floaters and then take it all the way to the rim. He loves to pass first, and that's fine. We want him to stay with that. But a lot of times now the defense is baiting him now. Go ahead and drive the lane. We know you're going to kick it out, so they don't really play him. So he's got to take it all the way. He's got to be able to score. And once he's able to score, he can do everything else. He plays defense. He's one of the best rebounding guards in the league. And he knows how to get his teammates great shots. So we want him to keep the pace going because we want to run, and run.
You mentioned something, speaking of run, the fans. When I said what you did with the Dodgers, the Lakers, you said it's about giving it to the fans. And the late, great Dr. Jerry Buss, greatest owner in the history of American team sports, hands down, somehow he was the one guy who said, I'm going to make Showtime. But usually when people do that, take the eyes off the prize, they don't win.
Right.
He did both. You are essentially trying to do both here. How do you do that? On the one hand, give them Showtime, and on the other hand, not let anything interfere with winning.
Because it's still staying disciplined, being smart with your decisions, and we have enough room. We're focused on this season. We feel we're going to have a really good season. And then we know next season we'll have cap space for another player. So we'll concentrate only on this season, and then we'll wait and see what happens and what type of player we need to bring in.
I'm not trying to get you in trouble. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
Molly,
I'm not going to. I got you. But let me ask you this question, okay? You watch basketball, and I know you were watching those Western Conference Finals last year, and you saw it go 7 games, and you saw that Houston team push Golden State to the brink. CP3 doesn't go out at the end of Game 5. You got some people up here thinking Houston would have won, while I still had Golden State winning in 7. My question to you, did you see any level of vulnerabilities in the 2-time reigning champions that you confident with a tweak here or there, the Lakers could potentially exploit this season?
Well, we had to build our team to go up against the champions. Every team is trying to beat Golden State. First of all, they're one of the greatest teams that's ever played basketball. And when you have the firepower of a Steph Curry, Clay, and, of course, Kevin Durant, who's probably the most unstoppable player we have in the league, and then Draymond Green, to me, is the glue, right? Because he's an all-around superstar to me. You have to build a team to go up against them. So what we tried to do was say, hey, all right, We need guys who could break the defense down, who could get it and go on their own. Everybody's complaining about shooters this, shooters that. Well, I saw teams with shooters, and all of them got beat last year.
Right.
In the playoffs.
Well,
because we saw the Celtics beat a team that had shooters, right? And so what we want is playmakers, guys who can get their own shot and also get out and run.
We're running out of time, but I'd be remiss in neglecting to bring up this question. You might have missed the show yesterday, although I doubt it.
No, I was watching the show.
This man, now listen, we all know the original version of Showtime is what it is.
Yeah.
It's magic.
Don't lead the witness. Don't lead the witness.
I got this is basketball, people, Mr. Boston. Hold on. Listen, we got the Magic Man. Before Byron Scott, there was Norm Nixon. We had Cooper.
Right.
We know the crew, Worthy and everybody. We know that. So the original Showtime. He says this version is the second version of Showtime. He's dismissing Kobe and Shaq as a version of Showtime. And I'm saying, excuse me, nobody
they were great.
Yeah,
but that
I
wasn't
just finished
Showtime.
saying that. I just finished saying that. Okay?
So what are you getting nervous about?
My point is, so
Let the man answer.
stop interrupting. The point is,
question ever.
this is the third version, is all I'm trying to say. Not the second.
That's a question or a statement?
Well, it's definitely the third version, but I tell you what, it's going to be a version, though.
Oh.
Oof, man.
Now,
when we run, it's beautiful to watch.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm not. Kobe and Shaq was a show, no doubt.
Yeah.
But watching Shaq shoot free throws is not the same thing as watching you and James Worthy in the open court, right in the open floor. That was Showtime. It was out on the fast break, unselfish basketball passing. My point is, when the best player on the team, Magic Johnson, LeBron James, is thinking about passing first, it's different. So that this is the first time we've really had that style in town, maybe at a championship level, since then, making it the next version of Showtime. Magic, to that you say what?
Well, the style is the same. You're right, the style. But it's nothing going to be like LeBron taking it coast to coast. And we've seen that in exhibition games. I mean, man, and the place, listen.
Yeah, the buzz for preseason is unreal. In Vegas, I know.
Unreal.
Yes, and the energy.
We had 2 exhibition games right across the street at Staples Center. The fans were there before the game started.
Of course they were.
Normally, first quarter.
Yeah.
In LA. But they were in their seats before the game even started. That tells you the effect of LeBron.
I know we got to go, but last time I checked, y'all had to slow it down and throw it into the Kareem, too.
Yes,
so we're going to dismiss him. Go ahead.
Magic.
The most dominant scorer ever.
How about that?
One other thing I want to get into, though, because obviously what makes it exciting, not just the Lakers being good, the Celtics are good, too. Stephen A. has them as a lot going to the finals. Most people do. Max says it's 50-50 with Toronto. I mean, we've seen them one game in, right, each team. But what do you think about the East right now, those 2 teams specifically? Are they neck and neck?
No.
Okay.
No. Boston Celtics is a step above everybody. And I tell you, because they can go 10 deep. See, watch out for the bench. It's not about, to me, the starters, because we already know Kyrie's great. We know what Hayward could do. Horford, who is a great leader. But I tell you what, when you got that bench that Boston has, because a lot of those guys can start for other NBA.
You don't like Toronto's bench, Magic? That's 10 deep. It's Masai Ujiri like in Denver, 10 deep.
I love it, but I don't think that they're as good as the Celtics. And we have to remember something. When both of those guys went down, that gave all Rozier and all those guys a chance to play and really develop.
And that confidence now moving forward.
And that rookie who is now in his second year at forward.
Tatum.
Oh, man, his game, he'll probably be an all-star this year.
Boston better than the Warriors?
I wouldn't say they're better yet, but I say that they're right there.
Okay.
And I would say that if that was the finals, that would be a 7-game, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Celtics would win because, again, we have to look at something, the bench. One thing about the Celtics, and like us, we really have one of the best benches in basketball, too. That bench is going to play a key role in the playoffs. And Boston is well coached. I think after Popovich, he might be the best coach.
Brad Stevens?
Yeah, Brad Stevens. He can coach them. Danny Ainge, even though I hate to say this because I hate him because he's a Celtic, but no, he's done a tremendous job. I would say both of them. Toronto's headed in the right direction because they got a champ now. They got a champion, a guy
you
who
were the
understands.
GM around back then to rip off the Nets. If only you were around to rip off the Nets back then.
This has been great.
This is so much
Oh,
fun.
man.
Always good to talk
I told
to you.
him, I said, I'm waiting. I said, I'm not going to do an interview because this is my man right here. I love this guy. That's my guy right there.
Same here, baby.
Good people.
Yes,
Magic, appreciate you.
Thank
Best
you.
of luck the whole season. Not that you need
Hey,
it,
man, I'm looking for you.
Coming up next, another champions in the building. Don't think it's just all about the Lakers in LA. The Clippers, too. Speaking of the Celtics,
I'm good.
Doc Rivers in the house.
I'm do better. You know, he lost the voice already. Just from last night. Just from last night.
How are you?
What I've witnessed.